Engines have been started, so let's run down the lineup for the Daytona 500. Let's get to the race center. It'll be Kyle Busch, Jay Briscoe, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Carson Hocevar, Austin Dillon, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Michael McDowell, John Hunter Nemechek, Christopher Bell, Shane Van Gisbergen, Josh Berry, Daniel Suarez, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Casey Mears, been a while since I've heard that name, Todd Gilliland, Ryan Creasy, Ty Gibbs, Alec Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Cole Custer, Eric Jones, Noah Gragson, Bubba Wallace, Riley Hurst, Corey Heim, Zane Smith, Jimmy Johnson, Connor Zilich, who was taken over in the 88 for Van Griezmann this year, Cody Ware, Ty Dillon, AJ Allmendinger, Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, BJ McLeod, William Byron, Justin Allgaier, and Chris Buescher. The latter four of the latter five had to be pushed back to forced to the rear of the pack. Sorry I'm late for the call of gentlemen, start your engines. I had to do a very impromptu shower to get ready for this. It's wet up north, and the threat of rain is coming in towards Florida. Stages, 65, 65, and 70 laps, with at least one pit stop in each. 55 miles an hour is the limit on pit road, with a 5 mile an hour tolerance, and you'll need fuel at least every 44 laps. Which means every 4 to 5 cycles, you're going to need fuel. You're not in a rhythm. You haven't been racing all year. All this hype, all the most sponsors you'll have, the most guests you'll have, and this place is absolutely slammed with people. So, a lot of pressure. Now here's the next two-seat Toyota Camry with Luka Nakua, the LA Rams wide receiver, the speeds. And newly minted NASCAR Hall of Famer Kurt Busch is doing the honors. You know he's going to go for a ride with old Kurt. I'll tell you what, might line up behind him. I'll try to. That's that guy. You know, you're so right. 10,000 fans in this infield. I've been here all week long. We've been blessed with a beautiful week of weather. It has been an awesome show so far. Today's aerial coverage brought to you by Goodyear. Pride, tested, proven, legendary. Goodyear
is on hand. And big tip of the hat to Stu Brandt, Goodyear's worldwide head of racing for decades. This is his final Daytona 500, and this has been a better sport under his stewardship at Goodyear. Thank you, Stu.
Good and great stays, fellas.
Well, here's a big number for you, 800. It's the 800th episode of The Simpsons tonight on Fox. And
it looks like old Barty's got the green flag. Eat my fucking shorts. Pace car about to come off the track. And boogity, boogity, boogie. Let's go racing, boys. Busch on the inside, on the outside line, goes in front. Briscoe going to the trying to go under on the inside and bringing a pack of cars with him. Busch cuts him off, heading into turn 2. Briscoe going to the inside, and Briscoe going to the inside again. No, it's Briscoe to the lead. But Kyle goes back down from the inside. Logano trying to give him a push. Turn 3 now up. Who's going to get the lead on this first lap? It is Busch. Three wide from about 12th on back, I guess. Maybe even 13th on back. I don't know. Another line coming out from the deep outside trying to form. Busch trying to decide either stay in the middle or go to the inside or remain on the inside. He's going to go to the middle to cut Briscoe off and stop drafting lanes, which leads to a 3 wide on the far out with the outside line. Racing. And that's the end of the third lap. Brad Keselowski moves in the second. Chase Briscoe trying to cut down on that and trying to get back into the 2 slot. Keselowski trying to slide his way into the lead, or at least up close, but he's not getting much pushing room. Keselowski now ducks under. Oh, John Hunter Nemechek, excuse me, ducks to the inside and gets in front to move into the lead. Front 3, and the 3 in the front are now Hunter Nemechek, Busch, and Keselowski as Briscoe trying to find a lane, but now here comes the outside line. Young kid from Mooresville, North Carolina. His best finish was a 4th last fall in Darlington. Van Griesben, where did he come from? He now moves into 3rd place. At least cutting in front of Joey Logano. Van Griesben with Logano to push him. Busch and Hunter Nemechek continue to push forward. Of course, as we all know, John Hunter Nemechek, the son of eternal journeyman NASCAR driver Joe Nemechek, and we got trouble in the back stretch. EJ McLeod and Casey Mears take damage. That's going to bring up the first yellow, and we're not even 5 laps into this thing. So a brake issue. Interesting.
Loose, and what'll happen is that thing will start shifting.
EJ McLeod and Casey Mears are essentially now out of the race. Or at the very least, they're going to be down quite a few laps.
Staying on treatment, and Brukinsa had low rates of cardiovascular events, including AFib. Brukinsa can cause serious side effects, which may lead to death. Bleeding problems are common and may increase with blood thinners. Serious infections may occur and cause fevers, chills, or flu-like symptoms. Decreased blood counts, new cancers such as skin cancer, and liver problems such as fast, irregular heartbeat, lightheadedness, fainting, shortness of breath, or chest discomfort may occur. Tell your doctor if you have bleeding, infections, heart problems, or any other side effect, or if you are or plan to be pregnant or breastfeeding. See your future clearly again, and ask your doctor if you might do better with Brukinsa.
Meet IndyCar champ Joseph Newgarden. His neighbors would say he's perfect. Perfect life. Perfect hair. Perfect abs. The killers often hide in plain sight. Already here. See, Joseph once ripped a man's heart out on live TV. His pulse never got above 85. So if you ever do meet Joseph Newgarden, pray to God you meet him here and not. It's Joseph Newgarden, one of the fastest racing on earth. Super 6 Daytona 500 Challenge. Down there, Oscar's in now, and up to 3. Shot to win your share of $10,000. VIP ticket package to next year's 500. See the Fox Sports app for details. 6 cars involved in this pileup, and defending champ of the 500. Byron was among those who got some pretty good damage. Byron started 39th and Kenson won from that spot in 2009.
And it looks like the defending champ of the race, William Byron, also took a hit, and it looks like the engine may have gone kaboom on him.
Yeah, when you see that finger kind of buckle right there over that right front tire, that's a pretty solid shot. So it's definitely not going to put him out of the race, but he's going to get the feedback on where his steering wheel is, and that'll give them some idea of what they need to check if his steering wheel is not where it was supposed to be when the race started. I think they're going to check the toe here.
Oh, he's back out there.
Obviously, go back to let's see. There's if I can get it. There it is. William Byron back here behind McLeod. McLeod goes around the 40, hits the wall too. Justin Allgaier, he hits the EC with that right front. William Byron hit pretty hard, and then you'll see in the back lower right with Noah having a lot of trouble with his left rear. They stack up. I would say it's not damage from Casey Mears, who's probably in the back of Noah. It can happen fast, and that's a product of starting in the back.
Well, these are the types of things that you just can't plan for. You want to control all the things that you can control, but in William Byron's case, it's a tough
This is from AJ Allgaier, and from Justin Allgaier's view, and he also took a bit of damage. This is from Bubba Wallace's view, in front view camera. He managed to escape the carnage. So here's the question. How many of these guys are going to come in? It looks like everyone's going to go. No! Butch is going to stay out. John Nemechek, Hunter Nemechek, who came in, goes in for a fuel splash, as does Chase Briscoe. And Brad Keselowski also comes out on a fuel splash. I mean, I think that's just what this is. Everyone going in for a fuel splash and coming out first. I think it's coming out of the pit first is either Logano or Nemechek. It's Logano, then Briscoe, Keselowski, then Nemechek, Briscoe, Keselowski, Van Grisden, Barry, Elliott, Bell, Blaney, and Hamlin. And keep in mind, that's just coming out of the pits. Hosever, McDowell, Busher, Chastain, and Wallace take up.
Hey guys, apples with peanut butter? How is this possible?
Kyle Busch, Carson Hocevar, Michael McDowell, Shane Van Gisbergen, Chase Elliott, Josh Barron, Austin Dillon, Ty Gibbs, and Kyle Larson are now the top 10.
$7.99 meat and $3 even better? Fish, that's right. The meal edition 3 sides now includes the choice of a crispy fish sandwich. Talk about more meal for your money. Movies, we have the meat.
Push guy, bold and smooth survival skills. To avoid going in circles, make note of recognizable landmarks, like that. What's wrong with going in circles? Different circles, Ross. Okay. And for the mountains. Turn back time when you're injured with Valvoline Restore Protect. The first of its kind on board. It removes up to 100% of engine killing deposits and protects against future damage.
Ross Chastain takes over second. Beep, beep.
At your next change.
A game-changing challenge has the venues buried up. We gotta go to war. Self-sabotage leaves survivors.
Carson Hocevar the third as Michael McDowell's fourth, Chris Buescher fifth, as more cars go in for their go into the pits just for a fuel injection. Keep in mind, the fuel cells in a modern day in a Gen 7 stock car are a lot smaller than they were back when I allowed myself to be adopted into the sport, which is around the 4th generation of stock cars. What's up, Chet? What's up, Mess?
return from last season. It looked very organized out here in the way that they performed it. He did say it's wandering just a little bit as he got back up to speed. Jamie?
Now the question is, when do Stenhouse, Bush, Chastain, Ware, and Johnson go into the pit? Well, that partially answers the question. Remember, Logano has already been in the pits, as have John Hunter Nemechek, Jake Briscoe, Brad Keselowski, Shane Van Gisbergen, Josh Berry, Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell. Here come the cars at the back of the pack that are going into the pits. That only leaves Kyle Busch as the last car to not come in. Now, for those wondering what's with the number decal alteration to the Roush Fenway Kelso cards, well, for those who don't remember, around the holidays last season, Greg Biffle, his wife, his son, and his daughter all died in a plane crash. Hence, they're doing a model of the Fenway Roush 16, the Roush number 16 decal. Wind is starting to pick up in Daytona. And then in the third row, you got Keselowski and Berry, a pair of Fords. Here we go. Van Gisbergen sneaks into fifth place. And it looks like Logano's going to move in front with Hunter Nemechek pushing into the front. And JHN moves into second. Logano goes up the track. Logano goes up the track to try to cut Busch off, but that may have just cut the momentum of the inside line. Yeah, too bad as a consequence, Logano has been known to be pretty damn reckless with that sort of thing. And now most of the inside line has lost most of its drafting partners. John Hunter Nemechek trying desperately to find a lane or at least a means to trick. As there's really nothing in the front four on the inside line, as no one's really getting a push up, giving a push back, and getting push up, and getting any legit drafting help. As now, Logano moves to the outside line, to the upper line, to the outside line, where there's more drafting help for him to get away and to pull away. And this is the 10th consecutive Daytona 500 led. And that's a lot of collateral damage when one lane goes too far over pervert over the other in a lot of cases in this race. Briscoe needs to pick up his line a little bit. Nemechek and Logano fighting for the lead. Nemechek trying to sneak in and using Keselowski as his pushing partner, as his drafting partner, and he's going to take the lead. So BJ McLeod is now out of the race. Lap 16, John Hunter Nemechek in front with Brad Keselowski second. Then it's Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Josh Berry, Ty Dillon, Chase Briscoe, Shane Van Griesman, Cole Custer, and Chase Elliott. Damn right it is, Mike Joy. You damn right it is. As we go into another break, John Hunter Nemechek leads the Daytona 500.
Protected by America's #1 motorcycle show. How responsible. Very sensible. And he has a tattoo. Temporary. For my niece. She insisted. Well, guess what, Mom? I chopped my hair off. Wow. I stand corrected. It's lovely. No, it's not. We're very in right now. That's my rough and double udo. Chicken Al Pastore is back at Chipotle. Where fire meets flavor. Where heat meets pineapple. Where chicken meets the sizzle of the grill. And where fans meet their favorite.
Let's see, what races can I pick up? First three at best. Okay. Could do these two. I hate this is going to be a Prime Video race. I won't be able to do it because I'm going to be getting amazement.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know your sister, your buddy, the ones who always show up. They all have that little extra. And maybe you do it too. Right now, well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on this Chevy Silverado. Or get $5,350 in total value.
You guys, Wendy's has new biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. You're compensating. More biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Welcome to Sunday at Full Throttle. Just don't listen.
Logano looks like he's getting pushed back to the front by Busch, and he is. But Nemechek is trying desperately to fight back. It's going to be close hanging to the 22nd lap line for lap 21. But it looks like we got some debris on the track, mostly paper bags flying around.
His teammates are Eric Jones in 20th and 7-time champ Jimmy Johnson leading his first Daytona 500. Out in front of Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano. Now early this morning, defending Cup Series champion Kyle Larson and crew chief Cliff Daniels, both of whom were just signed to 5-year extensions by Rick Hendrick, allowed us to listen in on their teammates.
Logano trying his damnedest to pull ahead. It's been next for the last couple of laps. between him and Hunter Nemechek. Now, like I said, John Hunter Nemechek, he's the son of journeyman driver Joe Nemechek. No stranger, who is no stranger to the state of Florida. And no stranger to the state of Florida. If I remember correctly, his father was from Lakeland, Florida. $22 of 65 complete. If you ask me, given how they all jumped the gun on their pit stalls and on their pit windows, I honestly don't think so. They're going to need to make a stop at around lap 44 or 45. Around lap 44 or 45. As Kyle is getting closer towards the limits of his pit window. He's about halfway through it. Busch is about halfway through his tank. Or a little, if not a little more than halfway.
We're seeing anywhere from about 60 to 80% full throttle. I think you have to get down there at that 50% rate to be able to make it to the end right there. I think it's right on the threshold.
As Hunter Nemechek continues to lead, Logano and Keselowski continue to fight for their second spot. Back and forth on the track. The question is, does Keselowski even have a shot in that Castrol Ford?
Leading his first ever laps here at the Daytona 500. I talked to his crew chief, Travis Mack.
Lap 24 in the books. I mean, at this point, if I'm Keselowski, I try to cut to the outside line and then try to take, because then you get a chance of using Logano as your pusher and you can take the lead. I do not understand why Bad Brad is staying on the inside line instead of cutting to the out. That's Connor Zilic, 11 career player now known as O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, formerly the Xfinity Series, formerly the Spectrum Series, the Comcast Series, and formerly the Busch Draft Beer Series. I don't know. That would be everyone's advantage. This from Jeremy Mullins and TJ Majors, Brad Keselowski spotters.
Let's go. And we saw this a few years ago when they realized that somebody was going to make it and pick up the pace. And so the strategy of this race is so intriguing. And I think right now, Kyle Busch is lucky that most people can't make it because he's 10 laps off of what everybody else is. And all these guys up in the front, they're burning more fuel. We saw the other night in the qualifying races with Chase Briscoe. And some of those guys were running out front. When you run out front, no matter if you think you're saving gas or not, you're pushing more air, and it just becomes...
Yeah, it becomes more of a gas drop. Now, keep in mind, this year, the whole when you're in bullshit in NASCAR was finally scrapped. The playoffs are also scrapped. It's back to the chase formula, which was many people believe was the most popular formula for NASCAR. Now, while it's not legit going back to basics, I'm at least grateful that now you gotta win and get into the chase by merit and work ethic, not just the fact that you got one win on the track to allow you in. I am glad that we finally got rid of the playoffs in NASCAR. Now only we can get the faster cars back. The faster cars, larger fuel cells.
I'm fast. Period.
Thank you for a great season, football fans.
Lap 29 of 65. It's still Nemechek, Logano, Bush, Keselowski, your front four. And now it looks like Logano is taking back the lead.
Okay, y'all can chill now. With all these slamming meal deals, you can feed everyone and still get yourself. If you've got room.
No, Nemechek's taking back.
Slamming meal deals starting at $5.99.
It's Pod's Epic Savings Event. Save up to 25% on moving and storage until February 16th. And see why Pods is America's #1 container moving company. Whether you're relocating or renovating, save up to 25% at pods.com today.
Uh-oh.
Wake up, you
That's not good.
Sneaky, you told me to roast you if you didn't wake up.
Okay, deal's a deal.
I guess that whole beauty sleep thing is a myth.
That's the best you can do.
You look great for a corpse.
Okay, I'm up. Oh boy, I need something in me.
You mean besides lip filler?
Okay, that was actually pretty good.
I found that fancy
Not a lot led by Keselowski by Nemechek as Logano continues to get more of a push.
Good thing you're too lazy.
You know me well.
The Daytona 500 on Fox is sponsored by Toyota. Let's go.
30 of 200 laps down. Well, 31 actually. Denny Hamlin currently sits in 18th. He's actually the lowest running of the Gibbs cars. Besides the other top performers. John Hunter Nemechek in the lead. Chase Briscoe in 6th. Ty Gibbs in 12th. Christopher Bell in 14th. Well, now he's in 13th. 17th. Logano moves to the front.
The windiest Daytona 500 ever.
The thing that I never liked about the wind were the gusts. When it's this windy, you get.
And Logano goes to the inside line to cut off John Hunter Nemechek. He doesn't want to keep the cycle going. Now he cuts to the outside line. This opens the window.
Think something wrong, it can come from the side, it can come from the front, but it will move the car around when it's this windy.
Joey Logano trying to forge that Team Penske Ford into the front of the field. Here's his radio.
Can old sliced bread pull it off? He's been trading the lead back and forth the last dozen or so laps with John Hunter Nemechek.
So last lap, 48.45, but telling Logano they want him in the 47-second bracket.
We need more throttle. He's right, it's going to burn more fuel, but what Paul didn't tell him is the reason why we're doing this. Look at the outside line forming up here. We got 3 wide going into 1. Yeah, and that's
Yeah, and leading that line is Shane Van Griesben, but they're not going anywhere at this point in time. That sacrifices track position for some clean. That's sacrificing clean air for track position. And now Chase Briscoe will lead the outside line, and the line on the outside. 3 wide across the board. Briscoe, Logano, Hunter Nemechek, the front 3. And it looks like it's going to be Briscoe who's going to move in front. No, it's Logano. Where the hell did Ty Gibbs come from?
Leading that front line on the inside, you're only as fast as the car pushing you. So the outside line came on. Doesn't surprise me that he
And Chase Briscoe will now move to the front. Logano will try to cut to the inside line. Cut off John Hunter Nemechek and the rest of the posse. Not that it helps much. Because he basically gave Chase Briscoe a massive open hole. Especially when we're still about 30 away from the first stage caution. And from the bullshit obligatory stage caution. I hate that they kept that in play for NASCAR. Why not just let them go full throttle until there's a damn caution out instead of forcing it, huh? And Keselowski gets loose, and he's losing track position and losing it fast. What happened? Let's see here. Where is he? Okay. Nice save by Kelso, but he's going to have to go into the pit when if we get a yellow. Kyle Busch crashed and hit into him, and he got turned a bit. This is from Ryan Blaney's rearview mirror. Kelso was at least able to save it, but it cost him a good bit of track, but it's cost him a lot of track position. Let's ride with him.
These cars will just randomly step out from underneath you, but I still think that that's part of the win.
Boy, that got Kyle Busch's attention.
Keselowski definitely trying to climb his way back into this. He's fallen to 21st after being basically in the top 10 most of the first half of the run. Okay.
I think that's a Gus, Kevin. Well, he's super lucky.
And it's Shane Van Griesben, John Hunter Nemechek, Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, and Josh.
Same, I hate this thing, but it's true. You can save hundreds one way with Liberty.
Are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some aside now.
And some penny relief.
Only pay for what you need. Bush guy.
Larson and Tyler Reddick, your top 10.
Looks like Kevin.
Well, at least I'm not hit with a red flag right off the bat. That John Z.
We knew our last Verbo was going to be incredible. We didn't know the hot tub was broken. But thanks to Verbo Care and 24/7 live support, they moved us. Better place, better hot tub.
Got any room for that?
Think again, Bruce.
Teenagers are full of surprises. Verbo is not. If you know, be Verbo.
How's that flu?
I got this. I don't got this.
You need Dayquil Intense Flu.
Power through your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. You do got this. Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching fever, and power through your flu medicine.
More fearless, spring down the track and get ready for a fight.
Kyle's somewhere in the top 15. Let's see, where is he? Where is he? He's running 8th. Lap 42 on its way. Chase Briscoe leads, followed by John Hunter Nemechek. Joey Logano coming from the outside. Then Christopher Bell. Ty Gibbs, Kyle Busch, Tyler Reddick, Ty Gibbs, Ty Reddick, Shane Van Gisbergen, Brad Keselowski, Chase Elliott. Car, or you're tight coming out of the corner, or the car starts to get buckled up on you. Reddick coming upstairs. Reddick trying to go from the out and the top. Gibbs trying to come over the top. Keselowski, Nemechek on the outside and on the inside and the middle line. Briscoe leads with Logano in second from the middle. Now they go to the out and stay in the middle. Trying their damnedest to stay in the middle lane. And where the most drafting help is. Now Chase goes to the outside line. It's going to put Gibbs in second. Logano in third. Van Gisbergen in fourth. Keselowski in fifth.
again. Brothers Pizza, a lot more camera right there, but see that outside lane with that 54-19 from Joey's in-car right there.
Logano trying his damnedest to keep the front line with them.
Usually when you start to see the space in the cars, it's the guys giving themselves room for whatever they're
20 to go.
to make sure that they give themselves some extra space. It's more air on the front of those cars.
Cowboy, I heard you say room, man. There wasn't any room to put your hand in between that 54 and the ball before the last time. He was out of room. Woo, it was close. Now remember, Kyle Busch, the pole sitter, did not stop during the caution flag at lap 8, 9, and 10 when everybody else did.
And it's costing him now. At this point, if you're the crew chief for Kyle Busch, you get into that pit. Hello, Bruce Harper. Well, I'm liking it so far. It's actually a smart move. On lap 47. Keselowski goes to the middle with Logano. And Toyota's on the outside. And Chevy's on the inside. For the most part. Here comes Hunter Nemechek again. Oh, we're having a bunch up in the middle. And Ty Dillon and Kyle Busch are going to head for the pit lane. And Josh Berry goes with them. It's in Florida, John. Casey Mears was involved in that lap 5 wreck earlier. And free time that you're giving up and chances again lapped. 50 plus. We're a quarter of the way. We're a quarter of the way through the race. Chase Briscoe, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Austin Dillon, Ty Gibbs, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, Shane Van Gisbergen. Justin Allgaier, Hurt, Todd Gilliland, and Eric Jones, your top 10.
Which is kind of beautiful. I'm not compensating, you're compensating. More video options so you can do more.
I wonder if that damn video's even uploaded yet.
She called her. Oh, she sold the Twins naming rights.
Yeah, the stadiums do. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze Cannon Spa.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think. Following Jesus was never meant to be done alone. Iron sharpens iron.
So, Mark, is this your way of asking me to join you on Halloween again this year?
It is.
This could take 2 fucking days at this point. A video I had uploaded recently. Looks like Keselowski's starting to lose a little fuel.
Sounds like fun. I was just praying. Classic Jesus. That's why we're called Hallowed. This Lent? Absolutely. Sweet. Pray every day this Lent on Hallowed. Stay prayed up.
Dr. Pepper and cream soda.
We live for Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream.
What did she say?
She said Dr. Pepper.
Zane Smith moves into the top 10.
Just a doggone minute.
It's got a finer flavor than Dr. Pepper and cream soda.
Thank you, Blackberry Raven.
You and me both.
My taxes pay for these roads. When I get back, goes to my family. Straight Talk always offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers. Straightforward, always.
No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises. Official partner, NASCAR.
They don't know the first thing about you. Walmart Plus. In fact, Walmart Plus members get free delivery on more than just groceries. Free delivery on these apples and free sugar.
Lap 54.
Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
Logano Briscoe retreats to the inside line. Briscoe, Elliott, Hamlin, Logano, Dillon, your top 5. Dillon moves into 6th. Keselowski drops to 7th. Todd Gilliland's coming too. Okay, Logano, Keselowski. And Byron crashes into the wall, hits the wall again, and this time he almost took Bowman with him. And Briscoe and the rest of the pack are going to make their stops. Well, not all of them, but Chase Elliott will. He'll also take Todd Gilliland and Austin Dillon with him. And Jimmy Johnson spins off, out coming on the pit road. No caution. And Gillen opts to stay out. Interesting. And Kyle Busch moves back in front. Or Zane Smith. I thought that was... And he's also taking with him Austin Cindric and Ryan Blaney, who had been in the back of the pack for most of his first stage. Dillon and Zilich now check into the pits. So only with 5 laps left in the round in the stage, 7 guys have not come into the pits. Zane Smith, Austin Cindric, Ryan Blaney, Todd. Whoa! Alec Bowman, Ryan Preece, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Noah Gragson.
Zane Smith from Huntington Beach, California. Does team racing at the Las Vegas Road Ring. Against fellows like Riley Herbst and the other fellows of that age. He raced on the short tracks then, but now he's in the Cup Series for front row. He and Austin Cindric for Team Penske. Cindric's teammate, Ryan Blaney there. Todd Gilliland, who is Smith's teammate, and Chris Buescher, all Fords, down to Noah Gragson in 6th place. Stretch they'll be coming to 2 to go. It stays on.
Well, we know how tight this fuel window is, and there's definitely some reward if you make it to the end of the stage when you talk about those points and everything.
But are the rewards worth the risk?
It makes me work sitting up here right now. The risk that it takes and where it puts you to win the Daytona 500.
2 to go this time by.
Chevrolets. We're going to come down to the final lap of stage number 1. That's why you work together. Right here. You're going to make it to the end. All because you chose to say yes.
Chase Briscoe leading a pack from 11th on back. That includes Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, William Byron, Kyle Larson, Ty Gibbs, Riley Hurst, Eric Jones, Ross Chastain, Bubba Wallace, Shane Van Gisbergen, Tyler Reddick, Connor Zilich, and Austin Dillon. Where'd Logano go? Will it be Smith or Cindric who wins the stage? As we come to the start-finish line, is and stage one will go to Zane Smith with Austin Cindric second, then Ryan Blaney, Carson Hocevar, Chris Buescher, Daniel Suarez, Chris Buescher, Michael McDowell, Ryan Preece, Alec Bowman, and Noah Gragson. Your top 10 of stage one.
Dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be...
Well, when compared to last year, so far so good in terms of weather issues. And when compared to last year's 500, so far so good in terms of lack of weather interference.
For free. It's comfort for all seasons. A free furnace with your new AC, plus an $500 rebate when you join our 1 hour comfort club. Figured you'd like that. You know who to call. 1 hour heating and air. Pin-worthy. This is the NASCAR Hall of Fame in Charlotte. This is our sport. This is our match.
Now is a perfect time to look for a vehicle. Visit HenryCars.com and shop our large selection, including over 1,000 vehicles priced under 20 grand. Find yours at HenryCars.com.
At Hardee's, we hand-bread our chicken sandwiches. Other places don't. We have 100% American Angus beef and our big cheeseburger. They don't. Chicken sandwich just $4.99 for limited time.
I think they would like to read a statement. I'm scared for my life.
Queen City News investigates.
Breakout performance with Joe Gibbs Racing, won 3 times, switched the championship for, finished 3rd. Today, he's back with his pit crew. They have one change, so let's go ahead and meet them.
Speed all week. They really have, and we saw them on the phone for the Daytona 500 here last year. So this team, big crew, everybody being together for another year, just allows them to start working on the details of who they are and what they're doing. So look at these guys. How close were they pushing it? This close. Now they are getting pushed. 4-car ran out of gas over Gregson. Need a little help getting back. Thank you, buddy. Josh Berry to the rescue. Came here with Austin Center to hear him.
And a tough break for Noah Gragson. That's going to cost him some spots. he ran out of gas, so he had to be pushed to the pits by Josh Berry.
Take off, and then you roll as far as you can, so you're constantly in there shutting the car on and off hundreds of times throughout today's race. It works.
Manufacturer loyalty on hand here. Kumar Ultra, the COO of Ford, is here. Mark Royce, COO of General Motors, is on hand. Edsel Ford, the godfather of Ford Racing, presented the Ford Spirit of Racing Award to Doug Yates and the Yates family earlier this week.
It doesn't just stop with the manufacturers. It's all across the board. The network, the engine, the power of NASCAR is pretty incredible. They're all here.
And here comes the posse, led by Smith to pit road. Cindric will get to his pit first. Then it'll be Blaney. Hocevar will get into his pit next. And the last one to get in will be St. Smith. Cindric will get out of his pit first. Blaney second. It looks like Larson got out first. No, Hocevar got out first, then Blaney, then Buescher, Smith, Briscoe, Cindric, Briscoe, Precinct. Smith got out. So coming out of the pits. So who got out of the pits first?
The only IL-23 blocker for Crohn's and UC to offer self-administration from the start.
With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks. Remission at 12 weeks. 1 year. And if you go 2 years.
So Smith gets out first, then Carson Hocevar, Chris Buescher, Eric Jones, Michael McDowell, Ryan Preece, Denny Hamlin, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Ty Gibbs, and Chase Elliott, your top 10.
Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you had an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya.
Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. I'm in my own head. What are you talking about? You're not actually passion. See that brand new Hyundai Santa Fe? Yeah. Anything. There's no bucket on your own. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, you too.
Oh, it seems like AJ Allmendinger got out first. Then it was Carson Hocevar, Eric Jones, Ryan Blaney, Noah Gragson after he had to get pushed to the pit road by Josh Berry because he ran out of gas. Then Chris Buescher, Daniel Suarez, Austin Cindric, Chase Briscoe, Ryan Preece, your top 10. Then Riley Herbst, Denny Hamlin, Zane Smith, Bubba Wallace, Michael McDowell, Cody Ware, Tyler Reddick, Ross Chastain, Kyle Larson, and Chase Elliott. Oh, wait. Allmendinger stayed out. Never mind. He's still out there on the track. He'll be the last car to come in the pit. Or all but about 3 pitted on lap 67. Which means that as soon or whenever Allmendinger opts to come in, he'll finally go in, opts to finally go in for a pit stop. Can we please get rid of stage racing in 2027? Please. Allmendinger goes into the pits. It'll be Ryan Blaney taking the lead. As did Ryan Preece, Kyle Larson, Daniel Suarez, Connor Zulich, Shane Van Griesbein, Justin Allgaier, Ty Gibbs, Kyle Busch, Ross Chastain, John Hunter Nemechek, Riley Herbst, Todd Gilliland, Noah Gragson, Cole Custer, Joey Logano, Ty Dillon.
Loose lug nut, so they stopped in their neighbor's pit. The 11s, they got a lug nut. It's totally legal. You can stop in somebody else's pit opposite and get that lug nut tight. Jamie?
Mike, you just mentioned the problem for Zane Smith, why it took so long. Here's that wrench that was lodged in the nose. So if anybody's looking for it, we got it down here in his pit box. And also, you mentioned, how about a heads up to these guys, Denny Hamlin? They're the ones that went over the wall, tighten that left front on the 54, getting it done as they watch themselves back here and analyze.
Apparently, Smith picked up that wrench prior to making his pit stop. It was bouncing around, lodged itself in the front face of his car. Hopefully, no damage.
I got a cool story, Mike. I had a $100 bill after the Texas race on my grill after the race. I got pictures to prove it.
Really?
And you wind up with razor blades, all kinds of crazy stuff stuck in those grills.
Yeah, a lot of weird shit gets caught in the grill. Cody Ware gets the free pass back on the lead lap. Pace car drops. Let's get back to the race. It's the Penske duo of Blaney and Cindric leading the pack to begin the green flag phase of stage 2. And then it's Briscoe. Hamlin, Wallace, Reddick, Smith, McDowell, and Bell, your top 10. On lap 72 of 200. Well, actually, it's 2 in a Toyota, but whatever. Oh, wait, Buescher's the third Ford. I see. Actually forgot about him. And here are the Ford winners of this race. Chris Buescher, Austin Cindric, Zane Smith. But here comes Hamlin on the inside, and he's going to try to take the lead. The ultimate villain of NASCAR. He's not going to get it this time. Bubba Wallace bumps him up. And you have on the outside line, Chase Briscoe. Bryce Dave.
sometimes by thousandths of a second.
And sometimes by pure foul play. But nevertheless, Denny Hamlin moves into the lead. Oh, Danny Hamlin's whole career story since joining the main circuit in 2007, especially in terms of points and playoffs, always a bridesmaid, never the bride. He'll do good, but always fine. But bad luck will bite him in the ass and cost him the title.
Very hard on himself, critiques himself, as you need to do to be able to make yourself better on a week-to-week basis. So he's not only a great race car driver, but he works really, really hard to be better. Missed that. Obviously, wants to be on that outside. Missed the block there.
Yeah, 3-7 top 5, 3 wins, 7 top 5s. Averaging a top 5 finish every year. He's been in this race. He's in this race in the Gen 6, but in this generation of car, not much luck for Hamlin in this track.
His teammate right behind him, Tyler Reddick, and Bubba Wallace, bumper to bumper right there. But you talk about Bubba Wallace going to victory lane in one of our sport's biggest races, and his teammate last year did not. Tyler Reddick needs to have a big year. The expectations are for that car to be in victory lane. Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin put these cars on the racetrack to win. They have the funding and people to have those.
Of course, we don't know Reddick won the 2024 Talladega Spring Race. Wallace trying to get to the lead. Bubba trying to get to the front. From the inside line. And we got another line coming up on the outside. I believe that's being led by Smith. Followed by Austin Dillon and John Hunter Nemechek. Again, this is on the outside line. It is Zane Smith on the outside, trying to lead the pack on the outside line. And we will take a TV timeout. Lap 80 on its way as Bubba Wallace now starts to edge ahead of Denny Hamlin. But Hamlin cuts back to the outside to cut the line that Zane Smith was trying to lead. But Denny Hamlin leads Cindric, Blaney, and Butcher to essentially cut off that outside line. But as a consequence, Bubba Wallace in the middle now has a chance to get ahead of them. And Cody Ware from the inside is now making a neck-and-neck race in the bottom as Kyle Larson is now starting to push Cody to the front. The front six are starting to break away. You got Larson and Ware on the inside line. Wallace and Reddick in the middle line. The outside line, it's Hamlin and Cindric, but it looks like it's going to be Wallace taking. No, Cody coming down by a nose, and I believe this lap will go to Cody Ware. As now the outside line is trying to make some room for Cody, and they do. Kyle Larson moves in the second. Ross Chastain the third. And now Cody goes to the middle line, leaving Chastain high and dry alongside. Who is that? High? Was that all guy, right? Chastain moving in.
In the last caution flag, Cody Ware was the free pass car. He got back on the tail end of the lead lap. But that's his. Rick Ware racing number 51 right in the middle of the cars, racing for the lead in the Daytona.
And now it's Ross Chastain to the front. But here comes the front. Here comes that outside line again, and Ross will cut it off to keep Bubba Wallace from getting ahead of him. Here comes Justin Allgaier leading the inside line. And this is the dangerous aspect of this race. All these lines, and you're in the front having to cut all of them off. It's on Ross Chastain's communications crew chief Brandon McSwain. Here comes Allgaier, coming low.
This is the first time all week we've seen Ross Chastain up in the front. Down underneath him is Justin Allgaier. Obviously, that's a junior motorsports car. Dale and Kelly Earnhardt's car on the racetrack right there. Running their one race. Well, what could be the only one race that they run this year with the 40 car. But both of those cars, really be cautious in qualifying races. Now you see that.
Allgaier continue to run.
He hasn't been anywhere to be found this week. So right now, leave the pack.
Haven't had my dinner yet, John. Allgaier moves to the lead, brings Connor Zilic with him. And Connor Zilic and Ty Dillon with him. Wholesaler Kyle Busch clawing his way back in the 14th.
Strategy. Crew Chief Greg Ives said last year we didn't feel like we were aggressive enough early in the race to really learn the car the way that we wanted to.
2024 O'Reilly Series champion, 39-year-old from Riverton, Illinois. So a Chicago kid. Uh-oh, they get loose a little bit. Does this open the door for Ty Dillon to get in front? And it looks like it does. Whoa, we got trouble! Briscoe, Zilic, Gibbs, Dillon.
You saw those cars dancing around and talked about Chastain. Zilic bounced off that car twice, and I think he kind of got him moving around and behind him. Collected him. Second caution of the day for cause, not including
Caution's out. Ty Dillon will go to the front. Let's see what happened here. Let's see who got caught up in this. Okay, Zilic gets loose right there. Chastain, Cody Ware, Connor Zilic, Ty Gibbs, Ross Chastain, Austin Dillon took some damage, and everyone else either dodges it or has to run for cover.
It stacked them up, and Ross Chastain got into the right front of Cody Ware. And when you hit the right front of these cars, it just immediately hangs a left.
Austin Dillon with nowhere to go. A lot of damage on that 3 car.
That's going to cost Austin a few. Okay, there goes Briscoe. Dylan crashes into his teammate. Dylan crashes into his sponsor mate. Gibbs spins out into the grass. I know Ross Chastain got a little bit of damage, as did Cody Ware, but let's look at this from Briscoe's viewpoint. Spins out. Hits Dylan.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they say about the right foot suspension on that car.
From Austin Dillon's viewpoint.
Nothing he can do about that.
But at least we're getting to the halfway point. What lap are we on? 80 what? Six. So as we go to caution, it's Ty Dillon, Justin Allgaier, Ross Chastain, Bubba Wallace, Cody Ware, then Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Austin Cindric, and Kyle Busch, Austin Cindric, Alec Bowman, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Chris Buescher, Chase Elliott, Shane Van Gisbergen, Brad Keselowski, and Riley Herbst, your top 20. Then it's Joey Logano, John Hunter Nemechek, Corey Heim, Daniel Suarez, Ty Gibbs, who was involved in the wreck, Noah Gragson, AJ Allmendinger, Eric Jones, Carson Hocevar, William Byron, Ryan Preece, Cole Custer, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Austin Dillon going to the garage, Todd Gilliland, Chase Briscoe, they're also going to the garage, Connor Zillich to the garage. Chastain Ware may hit the pits just to get some damage inspected at worst.
You see, Max doesn't know he should only use 30% of the gas, so his credit goes, because using his full line can lower his Don't be like Max out. Instead, learn how to avoid the wreckers at creditwreckers.com. Credit One Bank for what's ahead. Speed. Alex Palou is obsessed with speed. And when your average Sunday goes 250 miles per hour, it can be hard downshifting to the speed of Shelly. So you'll forgive Alex if the next time he decides to get milk, he doesn't get it here. He gets it here. You want to catch Alex below? The fastest racing on Earth.
Nine cars involved. Ty Dillon, Justin Allgaier, Ross Chastain, and Cody Ware will leave them on the pit road.
Oh, Corey Heim even got caught up in it. And everyone's coming out of the pits. These are fuel-only stops for a lot of them. And coming out first is Ross Chastain, then Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch. This is a fuel-only stop for these guys. So Cody did receive a small bit of damage.
we can look at some of the
Justin Allgaier leads the pack. Then it's Cody Ware, Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson. Kenny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Daniel Suarez, Carson Hocevar, Chris Buescher, and Michael McDowell, your top 10. Then Saints, Chase Elliott, Zane Smith, Shane Van Gisbergen, Cole Custer, Corey Heim, Ricky Snapps Jr., John Hunter Nemechek, Ty Gibbs, Noah Gragson, Eric Jones, your top 20. After them, Ross Chastain, AJ Allmendinger, Ryan Preece, Brian Blaney, Austin Cindric, Ty Dillon, Christopher Bell, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Reddick, Brian Keselowski, Alex Bowman, Riley Hurd, Stormy Byron, Mike Dillon, who I thought was going to the garage because the energy guy. Stenhouse Jr. will now step into the lead. He also hasn't come in the pit yet.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
We knew our last Verbo.
Riley Hurd comes
We
in.
didn't know the hot tub was broken, but thanks to Verbo Care and 24/7 live support, they moved us. Better place, better hot tub.
Got any room for that?
Think again, Rich.
Teenagers are full of surprises. It's not. Did you know?
Hang on, shit. Non-stop. 24 hours of. I can't imagine what this feels like.
Travis Pastrana, 2023 500 driver.
First live show, we did that right out here in the midway on Thursday. So Travis Pastrana,
So that leaves only Stenhouse is the only driver to not come in yet of the pit. And Chastain will get an illegal cycle back to Ross Chastain. Kyle Larson second, Denny Hamlin third, then Kyle Busch, Austin Cindric, Bubba Wallace, Chris Buescher, Ty Dillon, Justin Allgaier, and Ryan Blaney will make up your top 10 when we go back to green. Ten laps away from the halfway point. Don't know.
absolutely loves racing. Fun to see that car on the racetrack and all the effort and everything that they put into this number 40 car.
So Josh Berry gets the free pass. Will restart 35 cars on the lead lap.
Barry will get the lucky dog. About to begin lap 91 out of 200.
Yeah, right now you're going to have to make some new frames. You're going to have to push whatever's around you, but I think this will give us a very good idea
Most of the cars staying on the inside line of the track, and we are back to green at lap 91 of 200. No John Z. And Chastain using an outside line to launch himself here in the restart. Hamlin moves into second. Cindric clawing his way to third. Lead changes. Chase Briscoe led the most laps, but he's in the garage. Cars in the spin. Jimmy Johnson, a lap down, he spun out on lap 59. Third lane, led by Zane Smith. Not a lot of drivers taking bait. I've seen only 5 cars, and these guys are falling to the back of the pack rather quickly. Hamlin pushing Chastain to the front. Larson trying to find someone to partner up with, whether that's Kyle Busch, James, Austin Cindric, or whoever. Allgaier, Buescher pushing Cindric. So far, only one car out of the race, that's BJ McLeod, much to his depression, shock and chagrin. There comes Cindric and Buescher on the inside. Is Cindric going to get it? He's going to take over. While in the meantime, on the outside, Zane Smith picking up some more backup from Keselowski, who is pushing him to the... Uh-oh. This is dangerous. Chastain back to the front, and I am worried about this bunch up behind Chastain and Cindric. And you can't blame me.
It takes a lot for the inside or outside lane to be able to break away. But you see right now, that 38 car up on the top right there, he's been consistently up front since that strategy flipped his way.
Corey Hine, Keselowski, Smith. Coming up on the halfway mark. And Ross Chastain, a Florida boy, born and bred, now leads the pack. Cindric tries to cut to the low lane. Bad Brad left to rot up high, but here comes his drafting buddy again. Chastain cuts off the top. Cindric to the front.
Someone out there, someone's paying $30 for a single plate of steak and shrimp. What?
Teeny tiny shrimp.
Lane moves to third.
It's actually fire.
As consistency now builds on the inside line, while everyone moves, the front three move to the middle. It's Cindric, Buescher, and Blaney, your front three. Chastain, Van Griezmann moving the inside line. Chastain trying to keep the out. As we come to the halfway mark of the Daytona 500, Cindric goes back up top. Now back to the middle. Chastain coming, cuts off the top again. Cut off at the top by Cindric. Now cuts to the middle. Busher moves to second.
The Sonic $6 All-American Smasher Meal tops the burger food chain. Get hand smashed.
Mark retired years ago, Gene.
Oh. Big burger, even greater deal. Try the Sonic All-American Smasher Meal for $6 today.
Here comes Shane Van Gisbergen on the inside.
Home and auto insurance. Okay.
Chastain now in the middle.
Home and auto insurance for round-the-clock protection with Progressive. Okay, more ideas. Anything goes.
Okay, great.
Like how you don't have to sacrifice.
With Larson pushing him from the inside.
When you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Iron bathtub.
Should go until halfway. Alita?
Ross Chastain, the most recent of 17 different leaders, 26 lead changes, 35 of the 40 most starters, still on the winning lap, 3 caution flags, just 17 caution laps, third most lead changes all time at the halfway point of the 500 today.
Why I missed the other
We saw them qualify in the middle of the pack, and we talked about the personnel changes that they've had this year. And right now you see Ross Chastain and Shane Van Gisbergen at the front of this field. So good showing so far for Trackhouse Racing.
Another good block, that management of these runs. So crucial to stay up front, keep that track position.
Cindric slipping back, the outside line slipping back.
Damaged on Thursday. Last night on Saturday's practice, they went out and practiced because of the air tech, and that paid dividends. Right now, one of the few drivers I've heard that has not said a word about handling issues. He loves that 17 car.
If I had a word to say that, I didn't ask you, Ryan Blaney got together. I'm on board with you.
Well, talked about a lot of guys that set up practice yesterday, and we sat up in this booth and talked about the conditions.
Van Gisbergen now goes to the front. And Gisbergen now goes to the front. Chase Briscoe and Connor Zilic back out there. Or at the very least, Zilic is back out there.
Which I would think would make that handling better, right? You would think the track would be cooler, how long it was. I agree with you. Since we've been in this Gen 7 car coming to Daytona, we've been covering this. I have never seen these cars this light on their feet. I think that's a good thing for the fans watching this thing. These guys are on the edge. Well, here's one we didn't expect. We all know Shane Van Gisbergen, the New Zealander, is NASCAR's current best road racer.
Well, we did not expect him to get in front of the Daytona 500. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think that 97 is going to win the road course race in Texas in a couple of weeks. He's heavily favored to win it again. And as we just hit the halfway point, Shane Van Gisbergen.
He's carrying his dad's number 97, a number he used in Australia and New Zealand to win 80 championship races.
But here comes Kyle Larson being pushed by Kyle Busch. But Chastain and Gisbergen push ahead themselves. 2 wide, double wide in the inside, on the middle and outside lines.
The one thing I will say about Shane is his racing IQ super high. He understands what he wants in the race car. He understands what he's talking about in the race car. He wants to learn.
I am not a mess. All right. We're halfway home.
He hasn't been here for a long time. It really helps both of these guys be able to understand what's going on. And they both lean on Ross a ton.
eye on the 8 car. Your pole sitter pushing Larson right here to the front, trying to get past that outside line. Not necessarily happy with the handling of that car. A little bit light on his feet since he was early in traffic. But Maine, he's holding pretty wheel and keeping that thing up front. Track position is key. Kyle Larson.
Larson and Busch lead the pack now in the Daytona, in the 2026 Daytona 500. Just over 90 to go. Oh, at lap 104. Kyle Busch now to the lead. I mean, back to the front. Ryan Blaney leading him and trying to push him along on the inside line. Kyle Larson stays on the out. Like I said, at least with the race so far, it's been moving at a good clip.
The true West has no fences. There's an edge, but you gotta find it. Find comfort from the traditions that help define it, and the confidence from having the courage to defy it. But being brave isn't about being different. It's about being yourself. Now, we might not need more people in the West, but would it hurt to have a little more West in the people?
Arby's Crispy Fish Sandwich is back, and now it's part of the leading $3. So you can get a fish sandwich and 3 sides for just $7.99? Holy fish! Arby's, we have the meat. You want an experience that wakes you up? A place where you can scream your heart's story.
We are Kansas.
Very nice. Kyle Busch is back in front. 22 to go from the end of the stage. Ryan Blaney pushing him along on the middle lane. He started this race in front, fell as far back as 39th after getting a little damage when he got loose and hit Brad Keselowski. And this is dangerous.
Just surpassed 1,000 laps led in Daytona 500s.
Impressive.
This year is the RC to get things started off on the right foot. We know that they haven't been to a couple times, and we know that Kyle Busch is capable of winning races like that. And they got to concentrate on getting their cars back to the team. They've got the thing off on the right foot. Now he's on this list to the right. He wants his name taken off of the list of active champions without a Daytona 500.
Look how many of them on that list right up front. We said it in the pre-race. Kevin, that's one thing we did agree on. I think he's a champion. He's going to win this race today. Might be one of those three right there.
Kyle Busch literally is tired of answering the question, is it if or is it when for winning the 500?
There's nothing worse. When are you going to win a race? When are you going to win the Daytona 500? And he's kept his goal pretty good this week. Even on the set this morning during the pre-race show, he was still pretty together. What you say, Cliff?
Yeah, I agree with that. It takes me right back to the two behind him, Wayne and Larson, both champions. They're earlier in their career than Kyle Busch, right? They don't have the 21 years to try conversation, but they won this race. Both of them have been so close so many times. Cross the white flag, both of them have been in the three of those cars. It's just not been able to
And now Ryan Blaney trying to sneak underneath. But Larson continuing to push from the outside.
It is surprising his best finish in this race is 7th. The 17 in stage 2. Busch and Larson leading the field.
That's on it. I'll be right back, folks.
If the Colonel saw the price of a lunch today, he'd have some choice words. But with KFC's $5 bowls packed with all this crispy chicken, he wouldn't have any words at all. Because his mouth would be filled with gravy and greenness. 5 KFC bowls for just $5 each.
It's Pod's Epic Savings Event. Save up to 25% on moving and storage until February 16th and see why Pods is America's #1 container moving company. Whether you're relocating or renovating, save up to 25% at pods.com today.
was born with foot on the gas. Couldn't stretch it asphalt. Drag your eyeballs off the rod. You must not slow. You could go behind anyone. People just are fans.
It's the 800th episode of All News. Combination. It all starts tonight at 8, 7 Central. Kyle Larson and Kyle Busch is the Kyle and Kyle show in the front. Two fast Chevrolets. They have been holding the field at bay. Which they're like Ryan Lane. It's mostly they show moving a little more forward, a little faster.
Yeah, and when they want to get this show moving, the only way to do that is to be more aggressive and see Ryan Blaney shoot that 8 car out. And that leaves that 11 car Denny Hamlin behind, and they chose to go to the top lane.
Lineup for stage points. Top 10 drivers will get points at the end of stage 2.
Well, we know how much points matter. All the way through the season this year, NASCAR changed back to the chase format, so you want to get all the points that you can right here in stage 2 if you get them.
Right, no more win and you're in. It's the total points after 26 races that determine the drivers. Driving in the 10 points chase for the championship. So far on the outside. That's a good help behind him. SVG and Chastain, two teammates.
Yeah, the SVG's doing a great job. I don't think we've been able to cover his super speed racing much, but he's doing a great job right there behind Kyle Larson.
I just feel like that outside line has a little momentum. It seems like the inside line kind of has that sneaky effect. It loses momentum and
especially this late in the run, as the cars start to handle a little bit worse.
you see Busch go down there and slow that lane down. He wants to be right up there and outside and stay in line. 5 Chevys, 3 Fords, 2 Toyotas in the top 10 right now. Closing in on the end of this stage. Coming on time, another ride right here. Look at this, obviously, home suit right here, and then hopefully 2 or 3 to go, start making my moves and go with the momentum. It's up to 20%. We're going to let past cars so much 4 laps down after first damage. 12 laps back. Still in it. Still a pile of points.
So you see that 40 right there, Justin Allgaier. Covered it a little bit earlier, but he hasn't gone anywhere. He's been consistently just sitting right there and right behind him on the balls.
6 times Phillips led the fiber. 2 runner-up finishers. This morning, you've got to get yourself in a position to win. Then you go find friends.
Continue to see Kyle Busch switch lanes and this race and the lines as they get to him.
He kind of keeps that sneaky effect happening on the bottom as he gets them slowed up and creates that. He'll move right back to the momentum on the outside. Might just choose a middle right here. Here he goes back up.
They're pretty close right now. This one, but they're all the way. Denny Hamlin's all the way inside now. Which is like the first 3 of them.
And if you look going back through that bottom lane, okay, he's going to move up and do the same thing. I want some of that. Whoa, really close on the inside of the lane. If you look, that inside line got a lot more floors all the way throughout. Fix all those gaps. You see that? That little stuff that changes up. The third car on the inside was Smart's way back up in the road. 34 top killing him. He was involved in that group back in lap 86, but he's come right back up into the front 5 and challenge for stage points here. And Blaney running around that 8 car didn't wait on it anymore, took him. Shane Smith down with the auto makes another play on the heavy hill.
Well, that was a super aggressive move. Like you saw the back of that car kind of wiggle around a little bit. He pulled it out and flying so hard.
This angle, you can really see the momentum shifts go from the outside to the inside. Whoa.
And we got a pile up!
And he takes it
And there's the big one we were hoping to avoid with Bubba Wallace in front. Shane Van Gisbergen. Alex Bowman. Todd Gillen, Austin Cindric. Denny Hamlin, a victim. And the big one is hit at lap 122. So who got caught in this wreck? Let's see. Justin Allgaier, Todd Gilliland, Kyle Larson, Austin Cindric, Shane Van Gisbergen, Ross Chastain, Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, thanks. It's going to take a bit to clean this mess up. Either way, Bubba Wallace leads, followed by Ryan Blaney, John Hunter Nemechek, Kyle Busch, Riley Hertz, Corey Heim, Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, Joey Logano, and Daniel Suarez, your top 10. Behind them, in 11th, Michael McDowell, then Denny Hamlin, Cole Custer, Christopher Bell, William Byron, Josh Berry, Ty Dillon, Eric Jones, Chase Elliott, Noah Gragson, Ryan Preece, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., AJ Allmendinger, Zane Smith, Carson Hocevar, Cody Ware, Michael McDowell, Ty Gibbs, Ross Chastain, Kyle Larson. Cars involved, but how many took damage in the wreck as Allgaier is being carted off, towed off? Because Allgaier's car is being towed off. He's out of the race. And look at the damage too. I believe is that Cody Ware or Ross Chastain's car? Oh, that's Larson's car. For those wondering what happened, one of my 5x7s fell off the bookshelf and broke, and the glass shattered. So I had to find another frame. Austin Cindric suffering some damage. And that's unfortunate. Cindric was one of the favorites to win. And the damage on Van Gisbergen, pretty damning as well. For those wondering who's led the most laps, Chase Briscoe with 23. Ross Chastain led 11. Zane Smith led 9. Kyle Busch has led 19. Has led 18. John Hunter Nemechek with 19. 8 laps led by Chris Buescher. By Joey Logano. Blaney. Riley Hurts took some damage. Joey Logano took a hit. Zane Smith, Justin Allgaier, Corey Heim, Michael McDowell, Shane Van Gisbergen. Alex Bowman, John Hunter Nemechek.
Conversation between Richie and Greg Ives and Stomach Joey Meyer.
Well, I think that this is an aggressive move by Denny Hamlin in a tight spot, but he's there, and he's getting a good run, and they were just talking about the 40 getting too far out, but Justin just comes up the racetrack, and that's really what starts.
And that's what sets off the domino effect. And stage 2 will carry through to the caution. Winner of the stage, Bubba Wallace.
Restifra is made from ash with moderate to advanced liver scarring without cirrhosis, along with diet and exercise. It has accelerated FDA approval. Studies are ongoing to confirm benefit. Only Restifra works directly in the liver. It helps reduce MASH and liver scarring.
Before taking, tell your doctor about liver or gallbladder problems, or if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, or plan to be. Serious side effects include liver injury, gallstones, gallbladder pancreas inflammation. Stop taking and call your doctor about tiredness, nausea, vomiting, fever, rash, yellowing of your skin or eyes, stomach pain. Tell your doctor if taking gemfibrozil, cyclosporin, clopidogrel, or statins. Side effects include diarrhea, itching, dizziness, constipation.
Restifra made a difference for me.
Ask your liver specialist for Restifra.
Style. Four substances. Somehow, it became one. But there is another choice. No stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get a total value of over $6,100 on the Sierra 1500 model. Plus get 3,000 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
It's just in. A cash ball phenomenon is underway.
Mike's on the scene with
Truly record-breaking. New multiplied cash scratch-offs are here. And now anyone can turn to a boatload of cash with $1 billion in total prizes. Look at them go. There's no telling when this will end. Back to you, Steve.
Take it 5. All right.
New multiplied cash. Get in on $1 billion of wins.
Get out there and see Racing, the USA. Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all Chevy Silverado 1500 models. Or get $5,350 in total value on this Chevy Silverado.
I think I would like to read a statement.
I'm scared for my life.
Queen City News investigates.
Most of the crashes this speed weekend head right toward the front of the field. If not, from the very close. Just ends. Back to the rack.
This is definitely not a new problem. We've seen it this weekend. That's the first one that we showed. I caused that one to get a wreck out. So it is definitely a product of what is always been here with the old car, more so with this new car. But you see right here again, it's a tight hole right there for Denny Hamlin. But I think Justin Allgaier heard the spotter and crew chief talking about telling him outside, and just a little late on getting up there and giving too much space. And I think some of that is just not racing this car all the time. Different style of racing, different pace of things happening as we're running for the car.
That second hit into Austin Cindric, the one that did all the damage to the right front there.
Yeah, but the finish though, you got to try the tire blew out and ripped the whole fender and got the numbers off. That's the one that's problematic for trying to get the thing repaired and be a factor for the end of this thing. I would think that's enough damage. Probably take the win scenario out of the 5 car.
And that last shot really showed us what happens when you're at 185 miles an hour and right on the very edge of control.
It just doesn't take much. And, we see one car at the racetrack hit another car, both of them into the wall, and then they just become out of control as you're trying to slow down and save those cars. And the impacts from front bumper to back bumper and cars shooting everywhere. So bad timing right there, and a lot of cars involved.
7-time champ Jimmy Johnson will get the free pass. Get back on the lead lap. Yeah, I had Canada this morning. He's got an interesting driver coach with him. Mario Franchitti. Hanging with Jimmy. They're having a lot of fun together. And here's one of his cars, the pie marker on board camera for Jimmy Johnson. Legacy Motor Club. Team with John Hunter Nemechek, the 4th place car. And Eric Jones currently in 16th.
This is a scenario that we talked about when they go out there and you lost your dancing.
We are back.
Find who's left and see if she'll take it from here.
So we'll take the green and white checkered flag, officially ending stage 2 as they go around this time. Wallace will pick up the stage win, his first at Daytona for the 2-time 500 runner-up. And you saw him in that crash sequence from Thursday night, where he said, one moment, I'm leading the race, and the next moment, I'm facing backwards to the back straightaway.
And that's how it works. At these super speedway races, you can think you're having a great day, and all of a sudden there's one moment too busy drinking. You think you're gonna miss the crash, and all of a sudden that moment was going right, hangs a left, and boom, right into his door. So it can change so quickly on these super speedway races as to what your fate is.
Under caution by shutting it off. Only once has a stage winner won the Daytona 500 since we instituted stage racing. That was Denny Hamlin in the train generator. Stage winner, 10 points. Hey, that could loom large as we get toward race 26 and determine which drivers will race in the chase for the championship.
Every point matters, Clint, even if you don't want to say so. They all matter.
The top 10 of this second stage were Bubba Wallace, Ryan Blaney, John Hunter Nemechek, Kyle Busch, Riley Hurts, Corey Hine, Chris Buescher, Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano, Daniel Suarez. Those 10 will be awarded points. Everyone else below them will not. Out of the race, BJ McLeod, Austin Dillon, Chase Briscoe, Alec Bowman, Todd Gilliland, Justin Allgaier, Connor Zilich. On Casey Mears on track, but he's off pace. First car 1 lap off the pace is Jimmy Johnson. Michael McDowell gets the lucky dog. He's a lap off.
It's a beautiful car. You get up close to it. The history is just real. You feel it. Awesome race car. There it is.
And that's the trophy you want your name on. When you look at that trophy and all the names that are on it, it is the who's who of NASCAR racing.
Only car not coming in, Jimmy Johnson. Only two or three cars who are all off the pace because they got caught in the wreck, but are still able to go. Not going into the pits. Ryan Blaney, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick all come in. Kyle Busch, first car in, will be probably the first car to get out. Bubba's out, and he'll lead the field out first. Chris Buescher comes out third, Corey Heim second, Riley Hurts fourth, then Christopher Bell, Josh Berry, Chase Elliott, and Brad Keselowski. Then it's Noah Gragson who come out. Okay, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. still out there. I don't know why the psycho's still out there. Maybe to play the long con and get one last run of fueling. I don't know.
Vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Vabysmo could cause eye infection, retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke, or severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or eye pain to your doctor or retina specialist right away.
Now I've got my sights set on the road ahead. Open up your world with Vabysmo.
The #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for wet AMD. Ask your retina specialist about Vabysmo.
Credit One Bank presents Miss Payment. She's a credit record. Because more often than not,
Loving the throwback for Tennessee next season.
and each one missed, and stay on her credit report for up to 7 years. If only she would set up auto pay, she'd never miss a payment again. Don't you like missed payment? Instead, learn how to avoid the records at creditrecords.com. Credit One Bank for what's ahead.
So the cars that stayed out.
You guys, Wendy's has new biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how big you want to go, which is
So let's see. Where's Bubba based on where it came out? Okay, Bubba was the first guy to come out, so he came out 7th. So he goes back on the track 7th. Most everyone else that's in the front, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Stain Smith, Carson Hocevar, Ty Gibbs, Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain, and just everyone in front of Bubba Wallace either took minimal damage or was so far back in the pack when the crash happened, they didn't take much of a hit. They didn't get hit. Maybe guys like Smith, Hocevar, and Stenhouse are playing the weather game. I don't know. Given that there's supposed to be rain within the next hour and a half on the track. Kyle Busch and Keselowski end up making tremendous saves. Damn right, everyone wants to survive.
He's really good at these two tracks, and it's huge to see him win at Daytona 500. Then his teammate right behind him, second at stage 49 has been really good all day long as well.
I mean, that weather, there is rain moving into the area in the next hour. Will it be a factor? Is there more of a sense of urgency? Let's see what our guys think with the race picks presented by Arby. Mike?
All right, Clint, you're up.
It's my turn first?
Sure.
You can give this one to me, guys. It's an automatic. It's a 12 car. I'm staying with it, Ryan Blaney.
Well, we've started that way today, so Team 12.
Team 12?
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe this.
Nope.
What?
Well, 21 years of trying for Kyle Busch. I don't know how he's going to get back to front, but he could find a way to do it. And if he does, I think it'd be a very popular win.
I agree. I'd be happy for you. Good pick.
Yeah, I think a lot of it just depends on how much damage
And
the car is.
And Christopher and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. finally moves to the back of the pack. It'll be Wallace, Himes, Smith, Busher, Herbst, Bell, Custer, Berry, Elliott. Your top 10 is Kyle Busch and Cart.
Why would they be doing that? Is this weather starting to become a thing? We're going to start strategizing around this? The reason they're hit right there, top it off. Once again, go back to the top of the show. When they do make a stop, shorten that stop up because they got a little more fuel in there.
Working backwards, put themselves in a position to have a full tank now, giving up the track position now. Hopefully, on that last pit stop, you gain by having to put less fuel in your car for the very end of the race, which means less time on pit road.
All right, here's Corey Himes radio. This third stage is 5 laps longer than the previous 2 stages.
I'm going to put you up front, hold all these guys behind you, but I need you to do it part throttle. How you going to do it?
Well, that's a great question. It's not very easy.
You're going to get wide.
Now, Busch Light's giving away $500 every lap at the end of zone 1. That's $20,000 total during the Daytona 500. Follow at Busch Beer on social media. And write commenting hashtag Busch Dash for Cash, hashtag sweepstakes for your chance to win.
That's in about 6 laps.
Yes.
7 laps.
And then every 10 laps thereafter. Wallace and Heim in Toyotas, Smith and Busher in Fords, Herbst and Bell in Toyotas, Custer is the first ship going in 7th. Berry, Elliott, Keselowski in top 10. 31 cars on the lead lap as we go green for stage 3.
And here we go. Last stage of the race. Time is not on these boys' sides when it comes to weather probability. Ross Chastain trying to build an outside line. Wallace to the front. Busher trying desperately to get around Heim to get in front. Here comes Heim for the down on the inside line, trying to get the lead. Riley Hurts trying to push him. Christopher Bell coming up on the outside line.
It can get really, really confusing at this point, but we'll see how it all shakes out.
For all you Denny Hamlin fans worried if that damage was a lot, look at that fourth car on the inside. It's him. All right, instead of showing you a car commercial, we're going to stay right here for commercial-free racing for Daytona. We're going to go Toyota all out.
62 to go.
Corey Hyman, his first Daytona 500, a 12-time winner and champion in the Truck Series last year. He was discovered by Toyota back in 2020. The kid stood out and always on track.
Heim pushing forward. Can he get completely around Bubba Wallace and the oncoming Christopher Bell? Not right, not just yet. Bell on the outside line. Bub in the middle. Corey Heim on the inside line. 3 Toyotas fighting it out for the front. Cole Custer sneaking up on them alongside Chris Buescher from behind in the second line. Hamlin currently sits 9th. And here's what his 20 years as a Toyota driver, or at least with the Gibbs team, has been doing for him. Keep in mind, Gibbs didn't switch to Toyota until 2009. If I remember correctly.
backfield 26, way off the pace right there. So great management of collecting all three cars, three wide on the front row, and slowing us back down.
And here's, the old trick where you're supposed to be rubbing your belly and your head at the same time, and if you can do all that, typically you're just driving straight ahead and trying to hold the thing wide open. But when you start having to look in the mirror, drive straight, and manage that throttle to try to save fuel, you have that squeak in there. I think you struggle with that.
Well, I wish everybody could have seen me struggle and look at trying to explain how
But my point is, it just adds another layer to everything that's going on when you're used to doing one thing, because you're having to look backwards as much as you're forward to make sure that those guys aren't just going to be on that back bumper and spin you out. So the strategy of all these savings is really, really difficult to do from a driver's standpoint.
Earlier, Jamie Little was I talked to him about having 4 horses with a chance to win this race.
You have 4 horses out there. How do you keep tabs on all 4 for 500 miles?
I'll be watching. I will be taking the channel, listening quite a bit. I mean, we got a couple of young kids that are learning. We got a couple of veterans that are going to be in front. But I think we have a good team. We have good leaders. And hopefully one of the 4. I'll take any one of the 4 to win. But I want to see us at the end. All 4 cars, which is very good.
Would have been.
But if we can put ourselves in a good position, that's all I can have asked for.
A would indicate never gonna happen.
Leading this pack.
Check this out. Exactly what Larry Mack was telling us. Look at the management and the savings that is. That's half the throttle, folks. Backing this back up.
Yeah, I think that one of the other hard things that's really difficult when you talk about looking in the mirror, trying to control the pace, trying to make sure your foot is in the right spot. You've got a number on your dash. This percentage right here is on your dash. And so not only are you trying to look in the mirror, you're trying to look at the dash and manage that number, because you know that this could make or break winning the Daytona 500 if you don't put yourself in the right spot. So difficult from the driver's standpoint to be able to manage all the details of things that are going on to put you in the right spot to have a chance to win.
55 to go.
You can expect should this race be a green
Chicken Al Pastor is back at Chipotle, where fire meets flavor, where heat meets pineapple sweet, where chicken meets the sizzle of the grill, and where fans meet their favorite. Chicken Al Pastor, where fire meets flavor.
We knew our last Verbo was going to be incredible. We didn't know the hot tub was broken. But thanks to Verbo Care and 24/7 live support, they moved us to a better place, better hot tub.
Got any room for that?
54 to go.
Teenagers are full of surprises. Verbo is not. If you know, you're Verbo.
Christopher Bell, Corey Hahn, Bubba Wallace, all racing for that front spot. It's 3 wide. 3 wide of the last handful of laps. Bell's line loses grip, loses ground.
Is your mom?
Hey guys, apples with peanut butter? How is this possible?
With AT&T Wireless and Home Internet.
Hey, text me if you need anything.
Level up your connection.
And now it gains traction and take the lead back.
No, she's so nice in real life.
You're so much more than just a landowner. You're a gardener, groundskeeper, and a landscaper. That's why you need versatile, durable, controllable equipment.
There I was.
Millions of phones, each with a story.
I'm good. 52 to go. It's Bell, Heim, Wallace, Custer, Herbst, Busher, Priest, Barry, Elliott, Hamlin, your top 10. Then Gregson, Chastain, Keselowski, Johnson, Ware, Reddick, Logano, Smith, Suarez, and Blaney. Allmendinger, Jones, Dillon, Busch, Hunter Nemechek, Gibbs, Larson, Byron, Stenhouse Jr., Hocevar, and McDowell. Well, those are the 31 cars that are left in the lead lap. Everyone else is at minimum 2 laps off the pace. Shane Van Gisbergen, 2 laps off. Casey Mears, Austin Cindric, 4 off. Connor Zilic, 5 off. Chase Briscoe, 12 down. Justin Allgaier, 26 out and out of the race. Todd Gilliland, 25 laps. Alex Bowman, 25 laps. Austin Dillon, 42 laps. BJ McLeod, the only car confirmed out of the race. And we got a 3 wide for the 12th spot between Brad Keselowski, Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain, and Jimmy Johnson. And based on line racing at the moment, on paper, it would seem that Johnson has the advantage, but Chastain is ahead by a nose in that little triple. This is from Aldinger's camera. Alongside him, Carson Hocevar. Custer currently in 6th. Priest currently sits in 8th. He's the highest RFK car. Him and Busher, the 2 highest RFK cards. Busher's in 5th. Heim trying to keep that low line and keep his nose out in front. Wallace and Bell now the front 2 again. Or at least most of them are. Now the outside line getting more drafting help, and now the middle line getting a little bit of drafting help.
If we stay green, remember, most everybody pitted at lap 131, several topped off at 133, 134. With the way they're running,
And others hit at 130.
This is the narrowest part of the Florida Peninsula. I hope you're right. 47 laps to go. 21 different leaders. 7 last time 500s. The eventual winner didn't lead the race until just now.
And it has been all back and forth the last 10, 15 laps. Corey Heim still leads. Then it's Bubba Wallace and Christopher Bell, your front 3. And it's constantly hot between from fourth on back. Riley Herbst, Chris Buescher, Cole Custer, Josh Berry, Chase Elliott, Ryan Preece, Noah Gregson, Denny Hamlin, Ross Chastain, Brad Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson, Tyler Reddick, Cody Ware, Zane Smith, Daniel Suarez, Joey Logano, and AJ Allmendinger are your top 20. And to think in a couple of months, they're going to be doing this shit again in Talladega. I mean, we're going to be doing this shit again in Talladega in a couple of months. In about 2 months. Well, at least this race is going a lot faster than last year's. But then again, I sat on my ass for this thing for 7 hours last year because of bullshit rain delays. Bubba Wallace now moves into the front. Christopher Bell sneaking in as the inside lane loses ground. Out in the middle line is starting to, and the line in the middle is starting to pull ahead. But here comes Corey Heim again.
It's TGI Tuesday. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal. KFC $10 Tuesdays. Turn back time on your engine with Valvoline Restore Protect Motor Oil. Right now, enter for your chance to win a trip to the FIFA World Cup 26 final with your next Valvoline oil change. Enter today at ValvolineWorldCup.com. This is NASCAR. So America. You're looking at 25 cars covered by just 1 second on the racetrack.
Or thereabout. Now Christopher Bell moves to the front, but Bubba Wallace takes it back.
Unfortunately, I'm going to take 100% responsibility for that one. I hated everybody that got caught up in it. It just really stinks. I felt like our number 40 Traveler Whiskey Chevrolet was incredible all day. Great guys and this whole team have done a phenomenal job of building a race car that we felt like could come here not only run up front but lead laps. And I got to the top there, and I watched the run coming on the top with Denny, and I thought he was gonna push. I felt like that the lane was closed up just enough that he wouldn't try to go out there. When I realized he was going to go out there, it was just too late. And once we kind of, the air just got on the right rear spoiler, it just kept me turning to the right. And I hated everybody that got caught up in it because it wasn't what we wanted. But I saw the Dylan Wright Jr., Kelly Mark Miller, everybody at Junior Motorsports for this opportunity to have Traveler Whiskey back, have Chris Stapleton here. It was great to be on phone and clean the day 500. And all of our partners.
I'm now in front.
We had big power today, and that was really what it came down to. So we'll go back, I'll regroup. I'll watch this video back a lot and really try to figure out what I could have done better.
Now Heim has a clean line, but here comes Bubba again. 41 to go. At this point in the race, Denny Hamlin was 25th in 2016. Right now, he sits in 9th. Before you go.
Some of these guys with no track position are going to try to get in front of those guys. I mean, if you follow the leader, that's what you're doing, right? No, Clint, it's a fair question, and I totally agree with you.
And now Bubba moving to the front, or at least trying to.
track. Back to the lead. The last time a number 67 led this many laps in a NASCAR Cup race, Jim Reed, Thompson, Connecticut, 1951. That car has never yet made it to victory lane.
Damn.
In the Cup Series, maybe today.
If the 67 does win, I better not see any fucking 6-7s in the chat. All right. Bubba is now like 22 laps.
This year, that's the new capacity. 3 by 3 by 3. As they continue to stretch up the fuel mileage, it's all going to come down to the final stop that will run the checkered flag to win this Daytona 500.
They're also going to need some tires, too. 39 to go. 38 laps left. Bubba Wallace lean by a nose. He will get the most points for leading the most laps at this point in time.
That's too much. Try Tuesdays with Craig.
You know, technically, you're not supposed to everything that happens online. Life is meaningless without affirmation, am I right? Bush gun, cold and smooth survival skills. Fred touches yellow, but blue touches white. It's over. Flight. And for the mountains.
Back later.
And now it's Heim back in the lead. If I'm Heim, I try to go either middle or high to cut off either Bell or Wallace. Hell, you can even go as far as cutting both off. But here they come again, trying to separate from the pack. And it's Wallace going to the front. Herb's trying to give the shove he needs. But Bell going over the top.
Has 3 sides, not just one. It's more meal for your money. Seriously, it's more meal for your money.
And I do want to address something by a certain someone who tried to harass me just before on Valentine's Eve. Well, I was away from my computer at a cosplay convention this weekend. Dude, you're a psychopathic narcissist at this point. A dumbass sheep who is more interested in quick fixes and cover-ups. Who believes everything that the bullshit mainstream media spews out. Do I think Trump's name is in the Epstein files? No. Do you know that his name is in the files? No. Is he a whistleblower who never had really anything to do with Epstein, if anything, other than to rat him out, but was stymied by the mainstream media and the political leftists and government? Yes. Chris Buescher now moves into second. Cole Custer the third, as Bubba Wallace finds the workaround with 36 to go.
Christopher Bell's Toyota. We'll see if things shape up. Now look in the middle row. 5 cars back. That's the 6-up Brad Keselowski, and he's not happy with this current state of events. Four Fords in a row in the middle, behind Bubba Wallace's Toyota.
Well, with you, Brad. Let's push that thing forward. Let's go.
that's why I mentioned that in that scenario about it. If you stay following suit here, you're going to be in trouble when they pit. You're not going to pit any faster than they are because everybody's saving the same fuel. 34 laps to go in 2023. Ricky Stenhouse was 19th at this stage of the race. So what he wants them to do is have him push Bubba out there, out front, and get a run, and then spin him out, put him in the other lane, line all those Fords up and go. That's a good play.
Can't blame Brad for being pissed. He's been walling around between 11th and 14th for the last 20 or so laps. Bubba Wallace now holding the lead.
When you're that far back, you're really at the mercy of everybody else.
Well, here's one of those drivers, Noah Gragson.
But you're so terrified of being forgotten, dude. But I mean, seriously. And for what? Because you don't want to be kicked out of the country? Big fucking whoop. What's this? Oh. Will we even get another big one at this point? Custer now trying to push his car up to the front. To win it, but can they get it? Thirty left. The question is, will he allow himself to do that?
Would be a really dangerous situation. Look at the closing rates and the speed differential.
27 to go.
We saw at the beginning of the race when they pitted under green, we saw some 4 and 5 car groups. So how many cars are going to come to pit road race. So they're willing to take more chances than just about anywhere that they race in order to try to get that Harley J. Earl trophy.
Spotter chatter getting a little more urgent as we get close to pit stops. Wallace is ready. Voice of Freddie Kraft, his longtime spotter. Custer got a little spotted up there.
And it doesn't take much. You saw Cole Custer.
Wallace and Custer fighting. Ryan Priest now moving into third place.
Priest got into the back bumper of his car right there. And I'm not saying that they got lazy earlier, but you can get lazy and make a bad block or make a bad push when somebody's trying to lift out of the throttle to save more fuel than you can expect. So you always got to keep your guard up. You can't let your guard down in these situations because you can still get yourself tore up. You're still running 185, 190 miles an hour.
Such a great point. All right, that's going to show me. That's what I was looking for. Bubba finally pulled down that bottom lane in front of the Toyotas. Let's see if this is a lap, but that's definitely my strategy. Starting to think about pitting. At least 4 Toyotas in line at the front. We're coming to 25 laps to go. Last year, William Byron was 23rd with 25 laps to go and won the Daytona 500 for the second time in a row.
Now the question is, does Bubba stay in that bottom line? If he does, this does give a little breathing room to guys like Buescher, Keselowski, the Fords that are in the middle lane. Which is himself, Josh Berry, Brad Keselowski.
Denny Hamlin's in that line, and so is Jimmy Johnson on the Toyotas. Got broken up there by Chase Elliott Chevrolet. Quite a group of them, should they choose to pit.
Guys, we're getting close. You talked about short pitting. We're within about 5, 6, 7 laps. They're going to have to start coming.
If you're not in the bottom lane, that could be a tough order.
Yeah, and you have no choice unless I've been in that position before. They're like, you got to get down. I'm like, what do you want me to do? There is absolutely nowhere to go. And now, as they all decide to go again, I mean, it makes it more difficult to get things shook back out because you've been in this mode of trying to position yourself to just take care of the fuel. And now you got to take care of yourself to get yourself in a position to pit. So it can be challenging, and we've seen a lot of things happen in these scenarios that have caused some accidents.
Well, a little bit of game of chicken going on. With those Fords lined up in the middle, I mean, their play is going to try to get in front of the Toyotas down low before you can get to the bottom and make that call. But we know they're going to run out of gas eventually.
Question is, when's that eventual point? We're down to 22. We're about to go to 22 to go next time by. But having said that, my former friend, if you're that much of a coward to constantly call me out as a Trump supporter, I don't care. I am a Trump supporter, I'll admit. But no one's had a problem with that except you. And why? Because you're terrified of being sent back over the border to Mexico where you belong. I mean, back to Mexico. That's why. Did it ever occur to you that those detention centers weren't created by Trump? They were created by Obama? That the president that preceded Trump both times were scumbag elitist pigs who would talk loquaciously in the case of Obama and act like a dumbass in Biden's case. He is a legit one. and basically use media spin and influence to get what they wanted. You probably didn't notice that, did you? Doofus. Half-wit. And even if you did, you wouldn't have cared. But once Trump's name is revealed not to be on that list outside of an informant tag, what are you going to do? I don't know. And I'm sorry for getting a little political about this, folks, but I can't sugarcoat how this guy is starting to get on my nerves. I would rather, if I ever cross paths with him, if given the chance, I would do things so unspeakable, it's not funny. Here comes Busher. 20 to go.
Well, I was just getting ready to ask Larry, if you're Chase Elliott sitting fifth in that line right in front of another Toyota Hamlin, what do you do?
Here they come. Who's gonna break rank? Who's gonna break rank? Busher moves to the front. 9 hits the brake. Wallace and the front bell. It's just a fuel stop for these guys. Busher leads, followed by Barry, Gregson, Custer, and Keselowski. So it's 4 Fords and a Chevy. And here come the Fords about to make their stop. Question is, does Custer go in with them? No, they are not going to come in. And then you get Chase Elliott and Ross Chastain forming another line in the middle. Three backpack cars peeling off. Front runner's going to stay out for another lap. Jimmy Johnson comes in.
We've seen it time and time again. Might be just what those Toyotas need. Working together is what put these Fords on the map at this racetrack. They do it better than most, and here they are. Several of them back up front. They have easily 46.80 the last lap.
Yeah, that's 2 seconds faster than those Toyotas that just pitted. So definitely going to lose a lot of time from those first 4 Toyotas that pitted.
Further proves that point. Custer's pulling out of the line with.
And now Custer pulling out. And here come the Fords. And that's going to give Ross Chastain the lead and put it now between Kyle Busch and Ross Chastain. Ricky Stenhouse in third, then Carson Hocevar, Michael McDowell, Ty Gibbs, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Ty Dillon, and Joey Logano.
He's not going to fan out, but that group, that's not good. They did not do that very efficient at all. We haven't had the practice during the Daytona 500 this year that we normally see with these Grand Prix pit stops.
14 to go. It's Ross Chastain and now Carson Hocevar in front, but Hocevar falls out of line.
Plus Blaney and Zane Smith and Ford stay up.
So what cars stay down? So Chase Elliott will now move to the front with about a dozen to go. Logano in second, Busch in third, McDowell, Blaney, William Byron, Zane Smith, Ty Dillon, Ty Gibbs, Daniel Suarez, your top 10. And it looks like about 7 of them are going to roll the dice, as now Joey Logano will move to the lead with Michael McDowell in second, then Ryan Blaney, Zane Smith, Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Daniel Suarez, Ty Gibbs, and Brad Keselowski. Josh Berry now moves to the front. Keselowski now in front of this pack. Berry goes to the bottom. Gets cut off by Keselowski. McDowell's the only car that's yet to go to a pit stop yet. Nine to go.
We thought Byron was in trouble early. He's still in this race, in the lead pack right there. Joey Logano, lots of things took place and cycled this field around.
Carson Hocevar to third. On the outside of Keselowski, dueling for second as they track Reddick. Down the back straight.
Ty Riddick now moves into the lead.
How aggressive he is, trying to keep himself in position. Have a chance to win this race here with 9 to go.
Don't forget, it's McDowell.
Uh-oh.
He still is your leader, folks. Hasn't pitted yet. Gains the caution quickly. There it is. Not yet. Is it out? 20's in trouble. Right foot damage. Big time. Hard hit for Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell. No caution yet. Caution. There it is. Michael McDowell.
And Michael McDowell gets lucky on that one. He gets to go in scot-free. At worst, can't turn. They're going to have to get him off the track with 7 to go. Bell and Hamlin crash into each other. So what happened?
Just a push gone wrong from the 67 car there for Corey Hahn. See right there, he's just off center.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta be centered if you're gonna push on those cars, and he's off center right there, and you turn the guy around, turn the guy sideways when you're like that.
Let's look at this from Logano's viewpoint, and from the car from Joey Logano's view. Now from Eric Jones. This might be going to overtime, folks. Your top 10, Michael McDowell, Tyler Reddick, Carson Hocevar, Brad Keselowski, William Byron, Bubba Wallace, Chris Buescher, Noah Gragson, Josh Berry, and John Hunter Nemechek. Then you have Kyle Busch, Ross Chastain, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Chase Elliott, Corey Heim, Ty Gibbs, Corey Heim, Ryan Blaney, Eric Jones, Kyle Larson, Ryan Preece, 21st, 22nd, Zane Smith, 23rd, Daniel Suarez, AJ Allmendinger in 24th, 25th, Ty Dillon, 26th, Cody Ware, Jimmy Johnson, 27th, Riley Herbst, 28th, Cole Custer, 29th. And with the amount of collateral damage both have suffered, it's safe to say that at minimum, Christopher Bell's out of the race. Denny Hamlin in 30th of the lap down, and Christopher Bell's going to lose a few positions until he ends up at around 36th place. Having said that, no lucky dog handed out as Hamlin was a cause for the crash. He doesn't get it. In any case, Shane Van Briggs, his version, 32nd. 33rd, Casey Mears, 5 off the pace. Connor Zillich, 5 off the pace in 34th. 7 off the pace, Austin Cindric. 36th, Chase Briscoe, 12 off. Austin Dillon, 55 laps off. 70 off. 69 off. Todd Gilliland, 70 off. Justin Allgaier. Alex Bowman, 70 off. And out of the race at 188, BJ McLeod.
To ruthless online streaming slayer with no mercy for any living thing is your mom?
Hey guys, apples with peanut butter?
How is this possible? With AT&T wireless and home internet,
Hey, text me if you need anything.
Level up your connection with AT&T.
Well, they didn't go red.
Now available.
At least with the flag color.
This one sucks when I close. Austin Cindric, the winner of the Daytona 500. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Daytona 500 winner. Here we go. It's going to be close. Checker is waving. William Tanya has won the 500 for the second year in a row.
And where he's at right now on the racetrack in the top 10, he does have a shot. In the top 5, he does have a shot, albeit a small one, for three-peat. But will he get it? Michael McDowell does have to come in the pit, whether he wants to or not. This would put Tyler Reddick in front. Then it's Carson Hocevar, Keselowski, then Byron, Busher, Wallace, Gragson, Nemechek, Berry would be the top 10. McDowell has played the conservation game. Everyone else is going to come out full throttle. He's got to be careful. In the meantime, I got to take a piss. The tension is building in this race.
He just told his driver, Michael McDowell, we are 3 laps to the good.
All right. And everyone else has stopped for fuel. With a really good drafter, too. Michael McDowell has got this job done and can do it again.
And he's aggressive. Like, he's going to throw some aggressive laps and do everything he can do to try to keep himself in a position to win this race. So
I cannot believe William Byron is still in this thing. He has been in several of these mishaps and somehow still has enough fender on this baby. Maybe the history being made here. You like history. Like 67 years they've been running this race and they've never had as many leaders as they've had today. December 23rd. I don't think anybody made it 3 in a row.
I was thinking about something a couple minutes ago. That Harley J. Earl trophy is pretty awesome. But that $2 million to win this race was way more awesome.
Now, before pit stops began, Michael McDowell was 31st, last car on the lead lap. He did not stop, and now he will restart from the front row with a chance to win the 500. I love
That was close.
We were talking about before, that great stuff started happening. I mean, you eventually got to get lucky to operate and try. And that's exactly what they did to set the car.
Drawing lots, Reddick,
We still have 30 cars on the lead.
Byron, and Keselowski are going to sit on the inside, on the outside lane, and the inside. Oh. And here's hoping we don't have that situation again, especially with the storms coming.
Scenarios like this, you see more things, and the more situations you see, the better off you are.
So of the past champions trying to win this race for the first time, we have Brad Keselowski in 5th, we have Kyle Busch in 11th, Chase Elliott in 15th, Ryan Blaney in 18th, Kyle Larson 23rd. Fans on their feet. We have not yet to overtime.
Lap 196, here we go. And McDowell is probably just going to give way to Reddick, and he does. Byron and Keselowski pushing Reddick forward. Byron, 3 wide in the middle. This isn't good. I don't like this setup. William Byron moves to the lead, but here comes McDowell with Elliott pushing him forward. Or Hocevar, excuse me. Logano looking for room. Eric Jones now pushing forward. Where did he come from? He moves into third place. Didn't I just ask that? Two to go this time by. Logano getting loose in the center. McDowell in the lead. Here comes the bomb lane again with Byron and Keselowski trying to lead the pack. Back from the base. 2 to go. White flag next time by. Uh-oh. And now Hocevar to the front. Can he hold the line? Last lap coming. Now Hocevar goes to front. No! Here comes Chase. Zane Smith on the bottom. Coming up single file. Will the California kid get it? Will the Dawsonville kid, will the son of Awesome Bill get it again? Reddick coming up behind him. He tries to cut him off. And at the finish line, it is Tyler Reddick in a shower of sparks. Tyler Reddick comes out on top in the Daytona 500, his first win in the Grand American race. The rest of your top 5, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, and Brad Keselowski in a crash of a finish. Then it's Zane Smith, Chris Buescher, Riley Herbst, Josh Berry, Bubba Wallace, your top 10. Bubba will get the bonus point for leading the most laps today with 39 of them. Noah Gragson finishes 11th, William Byron in 12th, Daniel Suarez 13th, Ty Dillon 14th. Keselowski climbs out. And Tyler Reddick is going to spin it out. Kyle Busch finishes 15th. Kyle Larson 16th. Cody Ware 17th. AJ Allmendinger 18th. 19th to Carson Hocevar. Ross Chastain 20th. Eric Jones 21st. Michael McDowell 22nd. Ty Gibbs 23rd. John Hunter Nemechek 24th. Cole Custer 25th. Ryan Blaney 26th. Corey Heim 27th. Ryan Preece finishes 28th. Jimmy Johnson 29th. Shane Van Gisbergen 30th, then Denny Hamlin, Casey Mears, Connor Zilic, Austin Cindric, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe, Austin Dillon, Justin Allgaier, Todd Gillen, Alex Bowman, and BJ McLeod come out the victor. And that is it for today's Great American Race. I mean, the Great American Race of 2026, the Daytona 500. Tyler Reddick gets his win and gets the big win for 23XI Racing. And that does it for me on this race. Thankfully, this didn't last as long as last year's due to rain delay, and they got in. It was under the wire, but they got in before the storms came tonight down Daytona Beach. That's it for this. I'm Mets2128. Comment, like, share, and subscribe to myself and the other members of the Hardcore and Aboriginal Sports Networks. Goodbye and good fucking night. Bang.